The first bullet missed my heart by an inch. The second took my breath. The third made the world tilt sideways. But I didn't die, not yet. They dumped me in the box while I was still warm, still listening. Wood scraped my skin. Dirt hit the lid. Heavy. Final. Then her voice, too calm, too curious. "Are you sure he's gone?" I held my breath. My wife. My wife. The man who answered her used to be my brother in war. We'd bled through the same sand, cleared rooms together, buried friends. "I checked his pulse myself," he said, laughing. "He's gone." Then quieter. "Now we collect on the 2 mil. Then we get his daughter from her grandma." Her reply made my blood freeze. "She's ours now." They left. I didn't scream, didn't panic. I counted heartbeats, measured the air. Then I moved. The first time I doubted her, it was small. A glance too long at my friend across the table. A locked phone, late nights. But I convinced myself not to look deeper. She was beautiful, sharp, believable, and I was tired. War does that to you. It strips your instincts, makes you crave peace, even when it's fake. We had a daughter, Emma. She was my tether, the one thing real. When the tension grew, I left them with her grandmother while I took a contract in Syria. 3 months, enough to pay off the house, enough to buy time. When I returned, she kissed me like nothing changed. But something had. His boots were by the door one night, her lipstick on his collar. I didn't confront them. I needed proof, not emotion. Because I didn't just serve, I planned. And I knew betrayal hides in plain sight. I installed cameras, silent, hidden. She never noticed. He came and went like he owned the place. Used my coffee mug, sat in my chair, touched my child's drawings with greasy hands. I cataloged everything. I traced the insurance, 2 million on my head, changed 2 weeks after I deployed, signed in my name, forged. The deeper I dug, the colder I became. She faked warmth when I looked, but in her phone were messages to him about the exit plan. A plan with my name on the slab. They wanted Emma, too. He couldn't have kids, vasectomy from a bar fight gone wrong. She never told me that part, but it explained the obsession. And now they'd gone too far. Buried me without checking the pulse. I wouldn't make the same mistake. I clawed through the lid with splinters wedged into the bones of my fingers. Used the ring she gave me to chip at the corners. Fitting. 6 hours later, I hit air. 3 hours after that, I was standing on a highway with mud on my face and murder in my lungs. A passing trucker screamed when he saw me. I didn't speak, just pointed forward. The hospital took 2 bullets out, missed the third. Didn't matter, I was already whole in the ways that counted. The detective who visited my room looked skeptical until I handed him the flash drive. Inside, video, texts, forged documents. His face changed, fast. They were watching her by nightfall. She didn't know I was alive. Didn't know I'd heard her voice through wood and soil. Didn't know I'd walked out of my own grave just to look her in the eyes one last time. She walked into the courtroom like it was brunch. Black dress, pearl smile. He followed, adjusting his tie like he belonged in it. I sat behind the prosecution. She didn't notice. Until she was asked to identify her husband's body. They froze. I already did that," she whispered. The DA turned to me. "Ma'am, do you recognize this man?" I stood. Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. He staggered backward, pale, twitching. I buried you," he said. "You didn't dig deep enough," I replied. That was all. The trial was short. Attempted murder, insurance fraud, conspiracy. The evidence sang. But it was her face when Emma ran into my arms afterward that mattered. Not relief, loss. She knew the future she planned had died when I rose from that box. And now, All she had left was steel bars and the memory of a girl who used to call her Mom. I bought land up north, cold, silent, untamed. Emma sleeps easily now. No more shadows in her closet. No more lies in her lullabies. She asks about her mother sometimes. I don't lie. I tell her the truth. Matters more than love. Because love without truth is just camouflage. Sometimes I hear the dirt again, feel the weight of the pine lid, the betrayal pressing on my chest like earth. But I remember what came after, the climb, the breath, the fire. They left me in the ground to rot. I left them in prison to remember. They buried me alive, so I made sure they'd never forget what crawled out.